Hello and welcome to this tutorial for Stockbatcher. In this video I'm going to show you how to perform the initial setup when you first download Stockbatcher. So when you download it, for the Mac you're going to have this app file, and on Windows there's going to be a folder with an exe file inside. So all you need to do to launch the program is double click the exe or the app for Mac. Now these instructions are going to be exactly the same no matter what platform you're on, so you can follow along whether you're a Windows or a Mac OS user. So in this video we're going to be covering step 0. For steps 1, 2 and 3 you can watch the introduction video to Stockbatcher, which shows an example of how this works. So let's go over the setup. Now if you are on Windows, it says run setup from the menu bar. The menu bar will be located right here on Windows. You can just click Stockbatcher and press the button that says setup. Now if you're on Mac OS, it's up here. We click Stockbatcher and setup. Now there's two things we need to do before we can start using the bot. The first one is we need to log into Shutterstock. The reason we need to do this is because Shutterstock requires you to solve a CAPTCHA to log in, which the bot cannot do. Fortunately, once we're logged in, we're going to store the session cookie data, meaning we only need to do this one time. Also, it's very important that you run this step because this is going to create the folder where we put the data for the bot to access. So as you can see here, a folder is going to appear when I click this button called Stockbatcher. And here it is. So it's very important that you have this. All we're going to do here is log in. And once we get to our dashboard, you can close the browser. So I'm not going to log in for now, for this demo, just to speed things up. So we're going to close this. Now you should be logged into Shutterstock. Now for Pond 5, we need to give the bot our password, because Pond 5 seems to act randomly whether you are logged in or not when the bot starts. So the bot needs to make these checks, and if you're not logged in, log you in. Now luckily Pond 5 doesn't require a CAPTCHA, so the bot can actually log us in here. So just like before, you only need to do this one time. Type your password, press create file, and click here to download the file. And as it says here, we need to save the file to the Documents Stockbatcher folder. And remember, this is the folder that was just created. And again, this applies to Windows as well. In your Documents, you're going to see a folder called Stockbatcher. And we need to manually save this file into this folder, Documents, Stockbatcher, and save it. And again, I'm not going to do this for this demo. Now this password file that we're generating for the bot does not send your password anywhere else other than to be used on the login screen for Pond 5. If you don't like having this file around on your computer, feel free to delete it after you've used the bot. Just note that next time you want to use the bot, you're going to have to go into step 0 and create the file again. And that's it. That's the initial setup. Now you are free to use steps 1, 2 and 3 to input and send your data. You only need to do this one time, so the next time you use Stockbatcher, skip step 0 and start on 1. To see an example of how the rest of the features work for Stockbatcher, please check out the introduction video for Stockbatcher. Thank you for watching.